Hello, welcome, Namaste. Happy Thursday, I believe it is. Happy Thursday afternoon to you. Hope you're well. Sending you big virtual hugs. I wanted to offer this yoga nidra experience just because of how I've been feeling, and really wanting to embrace and harness the beautiful tools that yoga can provide us for deepening into relaxation and a peaceful state of being, while also intending and embracing a sense of health and as such boosting our immunity. And so the practice of yoga nidra can become very powerful as we allow ourselves to reach a state of deep relaxation, connecting with the body and the breath, and intending for good health, for strong immunity, for connection. And so we will be bringing all of those things into the experience today. We should be about 1 hour, so hopefully if you're taking your lunch break or you have a moment of peace and quiet, we will take you into a nice restful state, and I will finish up in time for you to move about your day. So before we get started, we will spend a majority of the time lying back, or you may be in a restorative posture. I'll show you some options for when we get into the body scan and kind of the deep meditative practice and process of yoga nidra. And then I'm going to review a couple of props that you may want to enhance your experience or to just ensure optimal comfort. So first and foremost, finding a nice quiet space if you have it available to you. If not, headphones and a place to lie down can do the trick. You can also, if you happen to be in an office chair, just relax back. We're going to do a little bit of floor work just to open the body and the meridians and the channels in the body, and then we'll go into a lying back posture or a restorative posture of your choice. So very quickly, from a prop perspective, I would recommend having a blanket or two. You may use your blanket for a supported seat, and then you might also bring a blanket to cover yourself when we lie back. Depending on your preference, I like to have a blanket over me. It helps me relax, and it takes me it brings a sense of comfort and protection, and I like that. So I invite you to do that. I'm going to be showing a couple of restorative posture options. And so if you have a bolster or a pillow, a body pillow, that may be helpful for you today. If you have blocks, I'll show the options for setting up your restorative poses with and without the blocks. Other than that, you may choose to bring in a pillow, a couch pillow, your sleeping pillow. You may also choose to have something to place over your eyes. If you have a lot of sunlight coming in, you might have an eye pillow, an eye mask. It might just be a tissue or a cloth. So all of those things can enhance your experience. Wear something nice and cuddly so you stay warm. We won't be generating a lot of heat in the body, so anything to get yourself feeling comfortable and ready. So I'm going to give you just a couple of moments here to gather any last minute items you may want. And then we'll start with just some simple movements to open the body, and we'll quickly be transitioning into a reclined or lying down posture. So take your time, and when you're ready, just getting settled. We're going to start in a seated position. Legs can be crossed in front of you. Hands on the knees. If you're feeling a lot of stress or anxiety today, or you're just having trouble settling in here, you might want to place a hand on your chest and on your belly. And as we sit here, settling in, just begin to connect with the breath at your own pace. Noticing where your body meets the floor, your feet, outsides of the feet perhaps meeting the floor, and the legs, and the buttocks. Just getting a sense for your base here. Noticing the inhale and the exhale. And the next inhale, inviting the spine to lengthen. Nice erect spine, shoulders relax back down to the floor. Again, connecting with the breath, the inhale. And the exhale. Noticing where you feel the breath today. Perhaps you feel it in the chest or the nostrils. No matter where you feel the breath, see if you can begin to breathe from the belly. Allowing the inhale to fill the upper body cavity. And on the exhale, allowing the exhale to flow through the body all the way down towards your seat, towards your root, and into the ground. And once again, inhale, bringing it up through the body, all the way up towards the head, towards the crown. And then on the exhale, allowing the breath to flow down the body, through the central channel, rooting down into the ground. Take 2 more breath cycles at your own pace, following the breath with your focus. Allowing yourself to arrive in the here and now moment. Good. On the last exhale, you can release the hands if you have them over your heart and belly, bringing them to the knees. And we're going to begin with Sufi grinds. So leaning towards the right side, we're going to begin to pair the breath with some gentle movement. So we're going to begin rotating the chest around the hips, around the circumference of the base, where you're connecting at the floor. I like to inhale on the top of the rotation, exhaling along the back side. Taking this at a speed that's appropriate and feels good for you today. Just gently opening the body. Good. And as you rotate, begin to imagine an internal pull going down the center line of the body like a tetherball pull. And you're going to begin to wrap yourself around that pole until you find yourself in the center, taking the time you need, just wiggling and shaking out any tension. And then taking a full breath cycle here at your own pace. Inhale, bringing it through from the stomach all the way up through the body to the crown. And then bringing that exhale down all the way back through the body, down the central channel, through your root, and down into the earth. Now we're going to shift to the left side. Once again, pairing the breath, allowing the breath to set the pace of the movement. Exhaling along the back side of the rotation. Inhale along the front side. Gently opening the body. Becoming present with the breath. Good. When you're ready, just begin imagining that internal tether ball pull, and you're going to begin to wrap yourself around the center line. Taking the time that you need, allowing the breath to flow. Good, and we'll meet in center. Once again, take a nice inhale up through the center channel of the body, allowing it to fill the stomach, the chest, up through the shoulders, the neck, through the crown, and then bringing the exhale back down, cleansing the body with the breath. Good. We're just going to do some neck rolls from here. So taking the right ear towards the right shoulder. Once again, allowing the breath to initiate the movement. Taking the inhale as you rotate down along the chest with the chin. Exhaling along the back side of the rotation. Allowing the breath to come into any points of tension, stress. Inviting the breath into the experience. We'll take 2 more rotations on this side. When you're ready, we'll meet in center. Finding your spinal alignment. Let's take a nice cleansing breath here. Good. And now taking right ear, or excuse me, left ear to left shoulder, allowing the breath to initiate the movement. Inhaling along the front side of the rotation. Exhaling along the back side of the rotation. Finding the pace and the cadence that works for you. Let's take 2 more rotations on this side. When you're ready, meeting back in center. Good. Before we move to the floor, we're just going to take spinal twists on each side. So beginning with a twist to the right, we're going to place the left hand on left knee. We'll raise the right arm up, rotate it behind. Looking at the back wall, you can bring your left hand over to right knee to increase the stretch. Keeping a strong foundation here. Twisting from the coccyx up. Rotating the chin around so it's a complete spine twist. Breathing here. Once again, allowing the breath to travel from the root, the stomach, up the central channel, and allowing a complete exhale back down through the body, cleansing the spine. On your next exhale, rotating back to center. Taking a breath here. Inhale. And on the exhale, left arm comes up overhead, rotates behind the body like a kickstand. Begin to twist. If it's right for you, you can move the right hand over to the left knee to enhance the twist. Rotating the gaze back behind you. Full spinal twist. Using the breath here, inhale. Allowing the spine to cleanse itself with the breath. And exhale all the way down to the base, into the earth. And on the next exhale, rotating back to center. And taking one more cleansing breath here. Inhale from the root. Imagining a lotus flower opening with the breath in your base, opening through the chest, all the way up the body. And then allowing the breath to come back down through your central channel with the exhale, all the way down. Back through the base, into the ground. Good. So wherever you are, we're going to lie on our backs on the mat. So one more little opening movement here. We're going to take our feet up towards the sky, arms up towards the sky, and we're going to begin rotating ankles and wrists, circular direction. Doesn't really matter which direction you go. Just take note because we'll reverse in a moment, but just bring some awareness into the ankle joints, the wrist joints, lubricating. And of course, bringing the breath in. And then rotate in the opposite direction. So whichever direction you're rotating, just now take the opposite. Noticing if one's easier than another. I'm just inviting the breath in, lubricating the joints, opening the channels in these extremities. And then you can just take one final stretch here, nice cleansing breath, inhale. And on the exhale, we'll bring the hands to our chest, feet to the ground. One more inhale and exhale here. So from here, we found one of our first options for our deep restoration and flowing into our yoga nidra practice. So you can tent the legs here. So having a bended knee, the knees come together, the ankles spread apart slightly, creating kind of a pyramid shape with the legs. You can put your arms on the ground here, palms up. And so you're supported by the ground and the legs are supported by one another. You can also take a savasana, so lying flat on the floor, back on the ground. You can pull a blanket up underneath you, put a pillow under your head. So just shifting in it to a position that's going to be comfortable for you to lie in for quite some time, basically the remainder of the hour. I'm also going to show you a couple of options here for restorative setup. So one of my personal favorites, I'll show it with both pillows and a block setup. So if you happen to have two body pillows or large pillows available, even bolsters, you can set them up like this. I have quite thick bolsters, so I oftentimes put a blanket underneath my butt so that I'm more elevated to reach the bolsters. And then if you had a third, and I'll show you this in a moment, you can bring it here for your legs to fall over. Cover yourself with a blanket, a nice eye pillow. Lie back and allow your shoulders to fall open. So this is a nice restorative heart opener. So if you've been feeling a lot of anxiety, if you're feeling that across your chest, or if you just feel tension in the upper chest, maybe from hunching over a computer or something, this is a really nice gentle heart opening. And so you can be here. You can also achieve this with the blocks. So if you're using the blocks have different heights. So you can create kind of that shape here. If If you want to be a little bit lower, you can be here. Okay. Some people really like having this nice leg support here. And it's like sitting in a chair that molds to the shape of your body. It's really nice here. And then you can also be with, if you don't have these props, if you're already in your Savasana, you may choose to just have a folded blanket at your head for some support. And if you can find a thicker pillow to go under your legs here, that might feel comfortable for you. So taking a moment here to get yourself to a nice relaxed state. Making yourself comfortable. And when you've arrived in the posture you want to be in for a while, just begin to connect with the breath. You can place your hands folded over your chest, bringing awareness into your heart. If you're feeling stress or anxiety in the stomach, you can place a gentle hand on the stomach and one on the heart, or perhaps both on the stomach or the hips. So just taking a moment to find what feels right for you. And then begin to notice the breath. Noticing the sensation of the inhale as it enters your nostrils. Is it cool or does it feel warm? Just taking note. And now following that inhale up through the nasal passages to the brain, allowing that fresh oxygen to nourish the brain. And on the exhale, following the exhale down through the center channel of the body, through the chest, to the stomach, down the legs, and out the toes. And allowing yourself to connect deeply with the breath here. On the next inhale, bringing your awareness to the left big toe. With your intention and focus, imagine a light beam on the tip of the left big toe. Perhaps you play with the size of this light, this focused attention on the left big toe, spreading it wide and then zooming in and narrowing it down to a very fine point. Just observing how much of your awareness and focus you can place on this left big toe. Left big toe is a very important part of our everyday. It allows us to balance, to walk with ease, anchoring us to the ground. And so inviting in a feeling of gratitude for this toe, for all that it does to help serve you throughout the day. You may feel that gratitude like a warmth, or you may experience a color or a light. Just taking a moment to express gratitude for your left big toe. And now spreading that awareness and that gratitude to the second toe of the left foot, the third toe, and the fourth toe, the pinky toe. Allowing that gratitude to resonate along the bottom of the foot. Feeling the foot chakra awaken, allowing that gratitude and focus to expand into the heel, the ankle, the top of the foot. Now embracing your entire left foot with your focus, your intention. Just taking a moment to say thank you. Now allowing that awareness to spread up the shin, up through the calf, the lower left leg comes embraced with your awareness. Allowing the breath to cleanse, to nourish any tension that may be here. And now inviting your awareness up into the left knee, the left kneecap, back of the left knee, 360 degrees, filling the knee with your awareness, with this light of gratitude. Our knee is offering us flexibility, agility, thankful for all its function and health, and inviting the breath into any points of tension, any stagnant energy, just allowing the breath to do its work. Now inviting that awareness up into the quadriceps, the thighs, the hamstrings, allowing allowing this awareness to flood the upper left leg, inner thigh, the groin, the left hip, inviting the breath to explore this place with curiosity. Thankful for these muscles that move us about the world. Allowing us to chase children or lift boxes or take a beautiful walk. And allowing this awareness to spread up towards the belly button, top of the pelvis. Imagining here a pelvic bowl, a cauldron filling with your awareness, exploring this vast space with curiosity, inviting the breath in, inviting the breath to release any tension in the lower back, the tailbone, the coccyx. Allowing the breath to open this space. Allowing this cauldron, the pelvic floor, the pelvic bowl to fill with your awareness, fill with gratitude. Nourishing the organs here with the breath. Asking your body to speak to you. Inviting the breath into any points of tension, any stagnant energy in the body. Allowing it to release with the exhale. Locating the spine and the lower back. Envisioning, just like that tetherball pole, the breath wrapping around the spine. Embracing the spine. Allowing the breath to cleanse the spine like it's washing a pole. Allowing this awareness to fill this bottom cavity of our stomach. And begin bringing awareness into the belly. (360 degrees here. Breathing into the abdomen. Breathing into the sides of the body. Allowing the muscles here to completely relax. Inviting the breath in to any points of tension. And allowing the awareness to fill the stomach. Coming into the lower ribs, the lower chest chamber. your awareness to the ribs, allowing the breath to fill the space between the ribs. Allowing the breath to release the back side of the body, where the back meets the floor, inviting the breath here. Noticing here the lungs. Sending a wave of gratitude towards the lungs, into the lungs, allowing the breath to inflate the lungs, bringing new life, prana into the lungs. Exhaling any stagnant energy, stale energy out of the lungs. Do that again. Inhale this gratitude, this light into the lungs. Thanking the lungs for their persistent work. Exhaling any stale, stagnant air out of the lungs. Now allowing the chest cavity to fill with this awareness, this light, feeling the heart opening, softening, allowing the breath like a wave to crash over the heart, the chest. Giving yourself a moment here to be with your heart. You may choose to bring your hands up and place them over the heart, giving yourself a moment of nurturing, self-care. Just be here with your heart, with the breath. Giving yourself anything you may need in this moment. From here, we're going to shift our awareness into the left shoulder, front of shoulder, the back of the shoulder, allowing the awareness to come down into the arm, the biceps, and the triceps. Extending gratitude towards these muscles. allow us to work so hard and perform so many functions. Bringing that awareness into the left elbow, front of the elbow crease, and back of the elbow point. Breathing here. Allowing any tension to melt away from the elbow. Expanding now into the forearm, lower cavity of the left arm, into the wrist, the little finger, the ring finger, the middle finger, the pointer finger, and the thumb on the left hand. Now bringing that awareness back up through the left arm, back to the left shoulder, and allowing your awareness to spread back into the left shoulder blade, back of the shoulder girdle, the left clavicle, the left pectoral muscle, all becoming alive with awareness from the breath. Many of us hold tension here, whether it's the shoulders or the chest. So just inviting the breath here. You may find that by expressing a moment of gratitude towards these muscles, muscle groups, that they open further, entering into a deeper state of relaxation. And following this awareness up the left side of the neck, and begins to spread the base, where the base of the skull meets the neck, extending towards left ear, coming towards the front, the left side of the face, left eye, now spreading across towards the right side, across right forehead, across the full forehead now, over to the right eye, extending gratitude towards these powerful organs that allow us to see, extending towards right ear, gratitude for the ability to hear, now allowing this awareness to spread along the right side of the skull, encompassing the skull in its totality, the head, the jaw, the tongue, and inviting the breath here, allowing the breath to ease any tension that you may feel behind the eyes. Releasing tension in the forehead. Releasing tension in the jaw. Now bringing our awareness down to where the skull meets the neck on the right side of the body. Right side of the neck. Trapezius muscles that connect down to the shoulder girdle and the clavicle on the right hand side. Allowing that awareness to spread down the neck into the right shoulders, shoulder blade, along the front of the right chest, the clavicle, the pectoral muscles, into the right shoulder socket, right arm socket, allowing the breath to ease any tension here. For many of us who might be right hand dominant, you can just imagine a figure 8, like a lasso, lassoing around the right side of the shoulder over to the left side, drawing a figure 8, heart in the center. Just inviting that figure 8 to draw balance between the two sides. Bringing the body into greater equilibrium. And then allowing the awareness to travel down the right arm, the biceps, triceps, and the right elbow crease, all the way to the right elbow point. Down into the right forearm, the right wrist, and allowing the breath to travel into the right pinky finger, the right ring finger, the middle finger, the pointer finger, and the right thumb. Expressing gratitude and giving thanks for everything that these muscles, bones, and ligaments do to support us. And then allowing the awareness to travel back up the arm, right armpit, coming back into the chest cavity now, spreading towards the middle of the back. We'll travel down the spine, allowing your awareness to circle, spiral around each vertebrae, in between each vertebrae, nourishing each vertebrae with the breath. So we travel down towards the lower back, the lumbar spine, until we reach lower back on the right side. Coming now into the right hip. Allowing the breath to fill your awareness in the right hip. Allowing that awareness to spread into the right glute, the right quadriceps, the inner thigh, the groin, filling the top of the right leg with your awareness, 360 degrees. Inviting the breath to release any tension. Taking a moment to express gratitude for these powerhouse muscles that move us throughout our day, support us in all of our activities. Now allowing that awareness to spread into the right knee, front of the knee, the right kneecap, the back of the knee fold, spreading down into the right calf and the right shin. Allowing the breath to expand into the bottom of the right leg. Now allowing that breath, that awareness to come into the right ankle, all of the facets of the ankle. Noticing anything that's here for you today. Allowing that awareness to spread across the top of the foot, down through the heel of the foot, the sole of the foot, activating the chakra in the right foot. Breathing here, bringing your awareness into the pinky toe of the right foot, the fourth toe, and the third toe, second toe, and bringing your awareness, your attention into the tip of the right big toe. Noticing how it feels here. Breathing gratitude into the big toe of the right foot. Now in your mind's eye or imagination, from your heart, I want you to imagine any person or place, thing, might be a song or a color or a loved one, just bringing them into your awareness and allowing that awareness to travel down your legs in between your two toes. And we're going to imagine we're planting this little seed of gratitude deep in the ground beneath our feet. Planting a seed of gratitude that we can stand upon. Now allowing the roots or the bottoms of your feet to connect into that seed of gratitude. Giving your love to it, giving light. Allowing yourself to feed the seed with gratitude and allowing the seed to feed you back. The earth giving back to us what we need. And as you root here over your seed of gratitude, just begin to hold yourself in a space of health and well-being. Allowing yourself to feel a sense of deep peace. And as you're here, begin to feel light shining on the top of your head. And as that light enters your body, just envisioning a nice deep green color traveling from the top of your head, through your body, through the neck, the chest, the arms, the stomach, through the hips, the glutes, the thighs, the knees, the calves, the feet, nourishing yourself with this rich green color and rooting it down into the earth, giving it to the seed. And knowing with the simple invoking of the invitation of health, immunity, peace, and well-being, when we nurture and create a space for that to take form, it's just like a seed that we plant into the ground. We welcome that into our lives to grow, to nourish us, and likewise, we will nourish it in reciprocation. the body now in this deep state of awareness, health and vitality, of peace and well-being. I invite you to lie here as long as feels good for you. I'm going to offer a chanting of the sound of Om. May you walk with peace. May you walk with health. And may you be well. The light in me honors and acknowledges the light in you. Namaste.